Well, if you got a dollar on just a lousy down, you know that I got rhythm that could suit your budget fine. You can take or leave me, but you ain't got much time, 'cause I just keep on rolling down the line.
All right, I'm participating in Beth's $10 thrift challenge. Beth from Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties, and I'm here at my favorite thrift store, Thrift and Dollar, with my $10 in hand to see what kind of damage I can do for a $10 challenge. So we are approaching the store. I will not grab a cart for $10. I don't think I'm going to be packing a lot in. I always bypass the pictures. Usually there might be something interesting there, but gonna pass that up. And if you've never seen Thrift and Dollar before, I've done 1 or 2 videos here. It's one of my favorite places. This gets you an idea. I don't want to get anybody in the camera that doesn't want to be here, of what can be available. So we will start down the aisles and see what we can find. So this is probably the most important part of the store, knowing what is 50% off. So all of their tags, or most of their tags, will have color-coded labels. So you can see the longer it's been here, the more that's what gets discounted off. Now white never gets discounted, so those tend to be more collector items. But you can see plenty of things, yellow, orange, red. So today, red, pink, and orange will be half price. So maybe that'll be what I focus on. So before we go down the aisles, I'm gonna go into my favorite section of the store. This is kind of a little separated area where they have the quote unquote antiques. So typically find some older pieces. They have different pricing structures. I showed the sign earlier about the discounts. These tags are never discounted. So these are, you know, when you see it, this is what you're gonna pay. And if you're lucky, you'll find something that you like. Changes pretty often because they're always bringing new stuff in, and they usually have great stuff, and it does get purchased. Center table is always some fun stuff. Got a great Remington cash register, but 175 bucks. My $10 isn't going to cover that. What's this? Big black box. Handle with care. It's a sextant. Okay. I'll take its word for that, because I wouldn't recognize this. I've seen like old brass sextants, but I don't know what this one is. Oh, got a little tag here on the side. World War II aviation sextant. Oh, 145 bucks. Yep, $10 can't cover that. I do get some of my ephemera here. So we've got the Lady Magazine, $1. Better Guide to Gardening for $3. Fred Waring's Pennsylvania, $3. I'm gonna pass on the ephemera. I think I can find something more interesting. Some great textiles. Oh, $28. $10 won't cover that. More ephemera. Big packet of, looks like music, 20 bucks. Let's see. Antique French foot warmer, but 20 bucks. Can't get that either. So this wasn't necessarily going to be the cheapest section to be in, but every once in a while there's something in here. See, children's book. Oh, it's a stack of children's books. So those are 15, so we can't do that. Let's see. All right, well, there's a glass cloche for $6, but I'll pass. I can do better than that. Here's all the stuff behind glass. They don't have a lot of stuff locked up, so this is usually the more expensive stuff, or more fragile stuff. Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop was just talking about Charlie McCarthy, so here we go, Charlie McCarthy doll. $99, not picking him up either. Paperweight's kind of cool, but I'm sure he's more than 10 bucks. The Dresden dresses. They're only 24, so they're not bad, but again, more than 10. Okay, we've got a box of Lone Ranger pictures for $2. Pass on that. All right. Looks like we're gonna be skipping this area and we'll go some other part of the store. One of my favorite sections of the store is this old pharmacy. We've got the back wall with all the medicines still in it, counter with cash wrap, and then this section here too. But my $10 won't buy this either. I think the last time I checked, it was something like $20,000. But pretty cool, but that's why it's still here. Art is always a good area to look if you're looking for art. Look for it in a thrift store, because for whatever reason, art does not tend to resell very well. And so you get examples like this for $2. This is probably so it is a home goods piece, so you can get mass-produced art, but sometimes you can get photography, prints. Oh, here's somebody framed a sheet of stamps. So the whole idea of framing ephemera. It's only $8. So, and sometimes you can ignore what's in the frame. Sometimes you just like the frame. It's an inexpensive way to pick up high quality frames. Or you get things different. Like that's probably a slate tile. Somebody probably hand painted that in 1976. So you can get some older pieces. What's this? Oh, or just get an empty frame for $2. Here's kind of a cool frame. Oh, it's a bigger piece. I actually don't know which way it's supposed to be. I don't read Japanese. Looks like that's the hanger, so it must be this way. Okay, so 15 outside of my range, but for $15, this is actually in really, really nice shape. It's a really nice looking piece. So again, inexpensive art. Nothing's really jumping out at me. Sometimes you get taller. I really like the tall, skinny pieces. So sometimes you can find different shapes. Something like this. Because again, you may not like the art, but sometimes that shape of a frame, if you've got something that you can reframe in it. Should have brought my measurements. I've got actually a really long document I need to find a frame for. I don't know if that would work, but I don't think I want gold for it. But again, $8. If you like the art, hey, great, you got an $8 print. But if you want the frame, you couldn't go to a Michael's or even Amazon for something this big and find a piece of glass and the frame for only $8. So this aisle is all the glass and kind of home deck stuff. And I tend to skip over most of the clear glass. You can see there's a lot of colored glass. And again, a lot of the home deck items, they will have the half price options, but a lot of them will be full price, the white. So this is actually kind of cool. They've got a whole kind of collection. Oh, that's a different color. So they've got these, I guess they're candle votives, or maybe vases. Let's see what they say. Teleflora gifts. So we got the Santa in green, and then we've got a snowman in red. And they actually have several of these. Okay, they're $4 each. So I can get 2 of them for $10. But I don't know if that's something I want to resell, and I'm not sure that's something that's going to go into my decor. So it would meet the $10 challenge, but I think I'm going to pass that one by. More clear glass, and we get into some of the porcelain. Got some furniture being moved. So we got the colored glass. So we got the Mexican pottery. It's only $6. Nice big piece. Not signed. I think I'll pass him by. Nice big piece, but that's $12. There's a nice selection of boxes. $8 for the shoe valet. Oh, and it's got all this shoe stuff in it. But I think I can do better than that. So $2. This looks like it should be something. There's something there. I actually don't know what that is. Oh, it's a music box. So I guess when you open it, it would actually play music. How obnoxious would that be? Now move into the wood products. Kind of a cool decoupage tray. Oh, $12. Even if I wanted it, would not meet the challenge. All right, not seeing anything jumping out, so we're gonna go to a different section. So I haven't done as much with them lately, but when I first started, I would sell coasters on every live sale I had. And I kind of became known for this crazy guy with a bunch of coasters. And I still like coasters, but one of the questions I got, because I had them literally at every sale every week, where did I get all my coasters? Well, here's my surprise stash. This little stack, they always have rotating out coasters. So here's like a little holder with Nashville, a set of 4 Nashville coasters. $3, but red was a half price color, so $1.50 for a stack of these. I can get rid of the bronze shoes, blocking some others. So they're not always going to be vintage, but sometimes, you know, you get a lot of different designs. Let's see what's in the box. Oh, architectural, this is cool. So this is the Bridgeview Bank Uptown, so not particularly anything I care about, but these are those sandstone coasters, those really heavy ones that absorb the moisture. Beach Parks, these are all mixed. Another Bridgeview Bank one. Oh, got some old car ones, $3 each. More contemporary, kind of a Asian motif. That's kind of cool. $3 for a set of, looks like, what is this? A set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So not a complete set, but what's this? Oh, we've got something handmade. Oh. They're quilt block coasters. A whole set of them in a little container. So how many do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's actually a full set of 6 that fit in this little box. I'm going to assume they're handmade. It's that, I don't know what that's considered. It's that plastic grid stuff that then you kind of string through. I don't know if there's a name for that. It was well done. Maybe from a kit. Whole thing's $3. Well, I don't necessarily want this for my own decor, but I could definitely, I think, resell these. I think this would be fun on a live sale. That is definitely a possibility. So lamps is another interesting area, and they have tons available. This is all grouped together, but then throughout the store, they've got lamps on virtually every table. I tend not to do a lot in lamps because they're harder to ship because of the size. And also, if you get into older sizes, you may have to worry about rewiring them. But, you know, here's a pretty tall buffet lamp for $12. You know, more substantial ones, only $26. This is a wine bottle turned into a lamp for $12. Crystal one in the back for $35. Okay, so here's one that would fit this challenge, $8. Pretty simple. Green wood, probably from the 80s. So the cord may be okay, but, you know, really colorful frog lamp for only $15. Again, a lot available as you go to the smaller ones. So it looks like he's broken. He had a door. It's been broken off. You know, lighthouse, $8. So some of the smaller ones, you might be able to find some good deals. But as you get into like this kind of specific decor, people like want what they want. And I'm not the crazy lamp lady, so I can't have a stock of all of these and people just buy them from me because I have a lot to choose from, because then you got to store them all. But good selection, and always something to look for at a thrift store, but nothing for me today. So I think I found my answer. By the time this goes live, I'm not sure if my other video will be up yet, but I've started building a collection of vintage games. And I do shop in this section on occasion, usually for resale. So it was kind of fun to look through here and see what they had with the knowledge that maybe this would be something I could use my $10 on for the challenge. And there's always a nice mix. So they've got all kinds of poker chips, this huge bin of playing cards. Sometimes they're even sealed. Like this one's all sealed up, so you know you're getting a complete set. Sometimes they're discounted, sometimes they're white, so they're not discounted. So all kinds of games are available today. So to make things simple, I've already made my stack. And this is where my $10 will go. So we've got Kings in the corner. Looks like it's a card game, and not sure if everything's in here, but it's got the instructions, which is a nice start, and it's got this kind of the center piece to hold the cards. So it's just a regular set of cards. So even if they're not all here, I've got cards, and if not, I can come here and buy other decks. So I'm not concerned about that. And this was $1.80, but it's red, so it's half price, so this is only 90 cents. And there's some chips for counting or something, so I'm not sure if all the chips are there, but I found this. And I would have bought this whether we had the challenge or not. This is poker chips, but it's poker chips in a vintage container. It is only $3 today. And you can see right on here, the zip code's a 2-digit zip code. So these are pre-1963. So just kind of a cool thing. Some of the chips are missing, but I'm not worried about it. I might replace them with nice clay chips. But that's a nice grab. And hey, I can use those chips for Kings in the Corner in case some are missing. Perudo game I'm not familiar with. I'm actually buying it because it's only $2 and not discounted today. But I did go into this one. It's got the instructions, very important. And it also has all of the dice. So it seems to be some sort of a dice game. And I did check. It's got all the cups and it's got all the dice, which seem to be the most important part. So that's a nice purchase. This one I'm a little bit nervous about. It's $3, so it'll only be half price. So it's only $1.50. It's technically a puzzle, but it's a game puzzle, kind of a competition game. And so I'm concerned that some of the pieces might be missing in it. But even if it is, the game board is kind of cool. So even if I don't have all of the pieces to the game, for $1.50, I can even hang the game board. It looks kind of cool. And there's some kind of cool little game pieces, and the rules are there, so I can even frame the rules. So for $1.50, can't really go wrong with this one. And I've not heard of that one. And then this one just looks too much fun. The Last Straw, again, $3, but half price today, so $1.50. And it's literally a camel that you set up with a little thing on his back, and you drop straw into it until his back breaks. How cool is that? So even if I only get one or a play out of it, I think that's fun. And for $1.50, it's a great addition to my vintage game collection and a great use of my $10. There we go. So deed is done. I got the games, and you can see most of them, all but that one, were 50% off. And since these are for my personal collection, I could not use my tax ID, so I did have to pay tax on these. So I came to a grand total of $9.63. Mission accomplished. So thanks so much for Beth for hosting the $10 Thrifting Challenge. This was my first year participating, and it was kind of a nice change to do some purchasing, even though this wasn't for reselling. Although I did pick up that set of coasters. So those will be showing up on a future sale. I just did those separate from the $10. But I appreciate you watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found a little bit interesting my visiting my favorite thrift store, Thrift and Dollar. And I hope you enjoyed the channel. So thanks so much for your time. Thanks for putting your trust in Trusty Huckster. I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Well, show me a sign if you're wishing me to stay. Otherwise, I say goodbye, finish out the day. And that sunrise in the morning and you got nothing to say. Oh, that's when I'll be headed on my